I'm an Ari's BFF for Halloween.
I think you would much rather go to this.
Yeah. That'd be good.
Yeah, right. And Ari would eat a cat, wouldn't she?
I don't know. She's funny that way. She probably would at this point. She would if it's weird. She would eat most dogs, but somehow like my brother's pug, she knows it's my brother's pug, so she's fine with it. My mom's dog, she knows my mom's dog. My brother's dog, my older brother's dog. She's like, oh.
What about cats?
She hasn't really been introduced to them. I think she would have to learn about them. But if you know, she was told no, she would probably stay away from it.
How was she introduced to your brother's dog?
Well, when my older brother's dog was just like, I think back in South Carolina, they just came over and opened the door and he came running in and she was like, where? But my younger brother's dog, they met when she was a puppy.
Yeah, that's why.
But that has not stopped her from beating up other dogs in life. Not necessarily. Woo, how does this work? Woo. Are you guys here to talk about something?
Yeah, the button.
Good, let's talk about the button. Oh, there we go. Ah, look.
Oh
How
my
easy that
God.
is.
Whoop whoop.
See, look, and it's in back soon.
We have still not eaten?
So you can put anything in there?
I've just been phone, but can I tell us what's now finally going on?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is almost as good as our first store. I'm very, very excited, but I didn't want to say anything until it was finalized. All right, so in partnership with Chance the Rapper's charity, Social Works, Virgin Hotels Chicago, and Boost Your Voice, we'll host a stellar lineup of musical guests for a Parade to the Polls concert on top of the hotel's entrance overlooking Wabashan Lake, encouraging young Chicagoans to vote in the 2016 presidential election. Chance the Rapper is bringing together fellow Chicago breakout artists including Twin Peaks, Taylor Bennett, Malcolm London, and more. Staggered through the performance, representatives from Social Works Tribe will lead groups in a parade to the polls to the nearest polling station at 15 West Washington to flex their vote. That's their thing, flex their vote. We got this first. Nonprofit groups, Social Works Chi and Prime Fortune through the Turbo Vote Challenge are partnering with Boost Your Voice and Virgin Hotels Chicago to create a civic nation initiative called, sound familiar languaging? Called We Vote or Parade the Polls. It's either going to be one or the other, We Vote. Quote from Chance the Rapper, "This election is very important, a chance for new leaders and new opportunities to emerge." Chance said, "Social Works and I are proud to partner with Virgin Hotels Chicago, Boost Your Voice, and the Turbo Vote Challenge to give everyone a voice in the democratic process and encourage people to vote both locally and nationally." Whoop! And then we will do the civic action. So they will, have everybody put on
That's good.
the shirt.
Oh,
So you'll get your parade.
oh, so
Is that a PR release?
That's their media. That's Virgin's media burst that goes out.
That's
We'll
pretty
do a
good.
PR release to try to get the story out now, but that was their.
is Chance gonna put on the voter shirt?
He probably won't put on the voter shirt. One of the other talent will, and he'll put on the hat.
That's great.
That's awesome.
Fucking great.
Fantastic. That's great
So
news.
that's
Awesome.
And then they'll get the whole
whoop,
crowd.
whoop,
That
whoop,
is-
and then we get the
that's-
whole crowd to do. So what?
That's
they're
the
gonna
best
go in
thing
different ways.
other than the stores.
That's
Okay.
freaking. So you'll get your parade
Our
and
March.
this lineup.
That's fantastic.
And then do you guys know who this guy is? Hebrew rap.
Turbo vote. Fucking turbo vote.
Turbo vote.
We would have been in everything had we gone
Yeah,
2
that's
months
it.
ago because this was the only thing I was able to focus on. We could have been on Univision. Now, do you guys know Hebrew Bradley?
No.
He's a
Who?
street art. He's like one of the biggest street artists, like Banky's one of the biggest street artists.
What's his name?
Hebrew Bradley. Brantley. And apparently these guys are really big too. Twin Peaks. You know Twin Peaks?
The band?
Mm-hmm. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
That's
Whoop,
good.
whoop, whoop. And they're so great because they're so
Oh, I spelled his name
collective and so we don't get total off the hotel, but we get a rate that's closer to the rate you budgeted. And that's probably the better way to
wrong.
go.
Say it again.
Um,
With
I'll get 1 night free, but then
Okay.
they'll do like a media rate. So then we can still think, do I do an Airbnb or that?
So we'll be capturing that when the whole crowd puts their
Oh
shirts
God,
on.
yeah, because we're gonna do a live stream. We have our video. Oh, and
I like
she
it.
has a company to do this.
Who's this?
that they do streaming stuff too. So she's going to connect us with
Who
their
is she?
company, the Virgin
Oh, you
person.
mean some guy that can help be the tech for this?
Right, because they've done this before. They do live casts.
Do
Also.
live casting right now, by the way.
Where? What?
Live to boostyourvoice.com.
To the world, man.
So we have that well, they'll connect us with that company. We have now the logo, so you have to help me with the logo thing,
Yeah.
and I'll explain that.
That's awesome. Though.
And our little flyer that goes out.
Okay. So
That
I
is
just
awesome.
I just need to know that's.
It's
that's
so
great.
awesome. You should eat your food.
It's so awesome. You should eat.
That's why she ate half of mine.
Oh, this
A
is
while
like
ago.
this is off. Like this is just awesome.
Yeah,
So we'll have
really great.
video, and then she has a photographer. There'll be more. I'm sure
But
they'll
will,
pick
will we
one.
get like actually like a good video, not just phone video?
Oh yeah, no, we have our shooter shooting
great,
too,
okay.
so we have that all documented. We're
Awesome.
gonna hand, then in the morning, they're right near a big, that's when I get there, we're gonna
Yeah.
come up with other things that we can do, that's why I want
Are you
to.
saying this isn't good?
But
for
they're
her?
gonna be having a
great.
street team that's giving out flyers,
Yeah.
in the subway, cause they're at the crossroads of a subway.
Mhm.
Hold on, oh, stop.
You're on YouTube.
And so we can give out some shirts there, right, at the subway, people coming off at rush hour,
Great.
with the flyers out that say boostyourvoice.com. So we'll also be part of creating, like, they're gonna create a flyer, we're gonna create a flyer, and we're merging our artwork, and then tomorrow we'll give it to the, like if we need to, do you do it all, you just graphically design?
Yeah, I can do it. I mean, if you tell me just what, like for right now, we were waiting on like who the actual partner logos are to put in.
I have those now,
Okay.
kitty hat, and then we wanna give equal billing for all, but if we're in the middle, that looks great.
Yeah.
And then we can still do our little, but we're
Sign the
being,
petition at boostyourvoice.com.
we can ask them,
Oh,
and usually, I'm sure they won't
Right.
mind.
so you're gonna do? What did you just ask him to do? A layout for
We're gonna do, she's gonna get me the dimensions of the thing.
hotel overhang.
She has a company there that can print it,
Great.
do it. We're gonna design it, and we're also gonna design flyers and posters for our stores.
That promote this, the march, the
Mhm.
parade.
And
That was
so-
that flyer that I showed you earlier.
Yeah. So we're
March
gonna hang them
symbols.
up, because there was the stores in Chicago that wanted to get involved, so this way they can have that, and they can give out hand flyers, so we can really boost that event that we're, so that, and then boostyourvoice.com on those, it's ones that are hand,
Who's
we're
your
giving.
neck?
Yeah, yeah, then I had a call, okay, then should we talk about the Young Turks thing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, did you talk to him?
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I'm the
Holy
salesperson.
shit.
That's why I haven't eaten yet. Okay, so this is actually gonna be like, cause this is so big that cause we're trying to sell our stories now, and I have to get on the phone with Michelle, cause Chance the Rat, that's huge, it's really, really big.
I
And
think
then
it'd be big if he was wearing the shirt, but yeah.
well, no, it's big that we're headlining in this event, that
Yeah.
anything that Chance is doing, that we're doing with, that he said the quote, our endorsement, we are doing this with Boost Your Voice.
Oh, he did?
That's his quote. Listen, you didn't hear that.
I didn't know it was his
Quote
quote.
from Chance the Rapper. This election is very important, a chance for new leaders and new opportunities to emerge. Chance said, Social Works and I are proud to partner with Virgin Hotel Chicago, Boost Your Voice, and the Turbo Boat Challenge. That was your quote that you were asking for. And he'll hashtag, and we're this is like the kind of partnerships that we're creating.
This
You
is
know,
great.
where we're all helping each other, we're not
Since he's
muscling
like-
for a position. We are really in a good spirit coming.
Top rapper right now. I mean, as far as young upcoming dude.
And he's like the real voice. He's authentic. Like if you hear his style, he's like what everybody's talking about. He's the new voice of hip hop. That's not this aggressive blah blah blah. I mean, he is. I thought he's watching.
guys
that,
know
like,
him.
He's going to Obama
We
after,
all
and
know him.
Right.
he'll be like, "Where'd you just come from?" Oh, they Boost Your Voice. So at least we'll be talked about at the White House. So
Chance the Rapper's been there before.
where?
The White House.
He's going there to watch right when after he votes. He's flying to Washington because Obama invited him to hang and watch the elections the next day.
I know.
Yeah.
You're gonna go with him probably. He's gonna come
He's
to the
cutie.
Okay. He's
Okay.
a cutie, okay. What,
So now Young Turks.
yeah.
Young Turks
He's
are
a
gonna
cutie,
drive
okay.
me, personally, Young Turks are gonna drive me crazy, cause I
All right, don't go into
I'm
that.
angry
Let's just
about
talk
that.
about this.
Oh, so this is a good news then.
It's all right. It's
What?
good. It's fine. It's good.
What? I'm not angry by them, but so,
She's mad because they aren't giving in to her
Demands.
demands of doing it all for free.
God damn that.
That's what
No,
she's
but
mad
seriously,
at.
I am mad that it was funny, it was great, because it's a girl, and she kept trying to pull me to her side, and I'm like, wow, she's as good as I am about, like, the tug of war, you know what I mean? So it was like, okay, we're gonna have to find somewhere down the middle. Okay, so for what we have to offer, I mean, she was making very clear that they don't do anything for under $2,500. And I said, great, so let's not talk about paying for things, let's talk about value. You know, since we're way out of that realm anyway, what can we exchange for value? And I said, you know, we would really like to see if we can partner with you guys, because we are like on this one, we happen to be doing this for nothing. It's not, because she was talking about the Procter & Gamble thing that they created, and she was gonna send the link so we could see what they did for them, and they created content, and they did the branding, because they were Procter & Gamble, I guess, they didn't have an ad agency. So I said, well, that's what we've done with the campaign. So we can either have like just a little sound blurb from you guys, you know, because that's what they do. Or what I'd really like to do is see if we could partner together, you guys actually cover the story, we'll give you an exclusive, we haven't sold the exclusive yet, and that would be the preference, right? And then we're an ad agency, so this would be a great way to start a relationship, they're here in LA, that we can leverage this for more work in the branded in the kind of stuff that you're talking about. Because we really don't have much, so it's almost insulting, I'm sure, for me to offer you $2,000 or $5,000, because that's really nothing. So maybe is there another way to
Oh, I
create?
thought the whole thing was we were gonna pay them 5,000.
Yeah, but they're being very, 5,000 for, like, we can, like, here's what you get for
I'll
25,000.
show you the two combos and, but go ahead.
But
You
we
finish
can
what
also
you're saying
pitch, but then she said, okay, so then we finally got to in that we can pitch what we're asking for a price, 2,000, so we can pitch more. You know, we definitely for sure would want the guy saying whatever that one line is with our Boost Your Voice thing up behind him. They can create that and leverage their thing. They don't put it out on their site, they put it in their social media, because there's really nothing there. It's just a soundbite for our film, that's what it is. It's like a setup for our film, but then they will push it out in social media, but we won't have like a real news story, right? If they wanted to cover our news story with a little bit more content, the more they do, the more expensive it gets.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd still like to pitch that we give them our story, like we pre-package it, what you were saying, a story, and then they just put their little guy in front of it and cover it. That's another option that they would give for X amount that we're still paying.
Say it
Plus-
again, they would
So
take
there's-
sync, yeah,
There's that one
somebody.
blurb for our film,
Right.
where he'll say their celebrity, you know, their reporter, you know, they'll be in their studio, and behind them is the whatever we want image behind them, as if they're covering something.
Okay,
And they're at the desk, as if they've done a long story, we get that one little thing we're gonna use for our,
so we can get specific to that news.
that one line,
Right.
right? Then, that's about all we can afford, plus like 2 tweets and something else on their social media,
Yeah,
right?
well, what they were giving for 2,000 on this thing was one branded post on Facebook, that organic, create and promote an organic video with call to action and annotations driving consumers to your landing page.
But she wasn't so clear what that exactly
one-
means.
One branded post. And then on Twitter, one branded post, same gag. And then what you're saying, this clip, that's 2,000. The host will record a brief script for the Boost Your Voice proof of concept video.
And that's for $2,000.
Okay.
And then
That's
what was for
$2,000.
five
So now
grand?
$5,000, I mean, I still wonder if we can work with
That's
you
what I'm
on,
working-
is that it's the create and promote an organic video with call to action annotations driving consumers to your landing page, 2 branded posts on Facebook, and 4 branded posts on Twitter.
Why don't we do that one?
And that's currently 5,000
But for 2 more Twitter quotes?
for 2
Mm.
branded posts on Facebook and 4 branded posts on
And then
Twitter.
a piece of content that they create
And a
about
piece
the
of content.
program?
Not on their program, no, it's the same little blurb.
Now, wasn't there something they're gonna put it around there, or was that the more expensive one?
What?
Oh, that was the more expensive.
That was the
The
$25,000.
$10,000, they give us a break, 10,000, but they would do during the break between the first and second hours, they would talk about the campaign, they'd shout out for the campaign.
Okay, well, maybe that I pitched for 2,000.
The
10,000 for 2,000.
oh,
Because I'm saying, you know,
okay.
we're, no, she said kick it back to
I
us
was
and
saying-
ask for what you want.
I was saying 4,000, I mean, give us a break on the 5,000 down to 4
No, we
or
want the
something.
10,000 for 2.
Jesus Christ.
Well, not for two.
No, for two. What I'm saying is that, okay,
Well, keep going, because
Well, then
she said
keep
kick
going.
back what you
Keep going.
want. We kick back what we want.
I
And
didn't
then
speak
doesn't
about
mean
asking
we're
what she
gonna do
wants.
it.
yeah, exactly. We're just
All right,
asking.
keep going.
Then the other thing, though, we're asking. So, the first thing we're asking is that they cut. So what I finally got her, I'm like, slow down. Can't believe she talked even faster than me. It was great. She was good. Like,
They were out there for a long time. That's why I
God.
kept looking over and there's
And
going on.
I've never had anybody. It was like two women who talk a lot and talk like what they want. It was